Hi, Jyrrod Trust here with Comedians for Change, and this is the Comedians for Business segment. How are you? Thank you for watching this video. I think this video is a great one to watch for those of you out there, including me, I'm on your team, that work a lot, work 50-hour weeks, 45-hour, 60-hour weeks, and we want to start a business. We want to follow our passions. We want to do all these great things with our life. But, by the time we get home, by the time we get off work, we're exhausted. We're tired. And this keeps us from doing a lot. And there's so much energy and time and money, etc., that goes into our lives, our work. The whole idea of starting a business, following your passion, of working an 8-hour day and then going home and working 4 hours for yourself, it just seems like too much. It doesn't seem possible. It doesn't seem sometimes like something we can focus on at that time. But let me be the first person to tell you, and I hope you have many others that tell you this, is that you can do it. It is possible. I know it is. I've had failures and I've had successes, but through all those, I know that it's possible. Not only is it possible, but it's fun. It actually, they say that if you can think for 21 days straight about your passion, about your goals, about your future, about what you want to do, about your ideal career, for 21 days, they say that it will actually change your psyche and kind of change your thought patterns into more positive, and you'll actually start pursuing that from that point on for possibly the rest of your life if you think about it every day for 21 days. Keep in mind, even those negative thoughts or saying you can't do it, yeah, you can. You can only think about one thought at a time. So just keep it positive. That's what I think is your best bet. If you keep it positive, you can't even think about something negative. You only think about one thing at a time. So here we are, right? So you want to do this and that, and you want an extraordinary life. Extraordinary life. You want to travel. You want to help people. You want to be creative. You want to perform. You want to be the boss. You want to be in charge. You want to have your own schedule. So how do we do that when we work 50 hours a week, 40 hours a week, 30 hours a week? How do we do that when we're going to school 40 hours a week, 50 hours a week, 60 hours a week? How is it possible? It is possible, my friends. And there's going to be several parts of this that I go over the next month, but this being part one, I'm going to go over some great first few steps. One, look at your life. Do you own your stuff, or does your stuff own you? What I mean by that is, does it own you? To keep it, do you have to pay money, which money is what you have to work for, and working is your time, which is your most valuable asset. If there are things that you can get rid of, luxuries, they say to be an entrepreneur, you have to be willing to let go of a lot of luxuries. A lot of luxuries, if not all of them. They say you got to leave the car payment, leave the house payment behind, and rent something smaller. Get rid of the car payment and get something cheaper that you own. Get all your bills down. So that you have money and time to invest in what you really want to do. So you can invest in yourself, so you can invest in building yourself something. So think about what in your life, how much does your stuff, these things that require you to work for them, they own you, how important are these to your life? Letting go of some of these things, they may make you feel uncomfortable, yes. I let go of things that I was not comfortable with letting go of. But doing that allowed me to do this. And if I wasn't doing this, the only other place you'd see me dressed up like this is maybe in a bank. You know, I worked at Bank of America for 8 months. It was okay. You know, I had a stable life. Everything was stable and lived paycheck to paycheck. And that's where you'd find me every day, 50 hours a week in that bank, helping people cash their checks. You know, I don't have the stability I had then. I'm not making X amount every month, every hour. I'm not living paycheck to paycheck. But you know what? I get to do what I'm passionate about. I get to be here right now doing this video talking to you. And you know what? I like that. I'm okay with that. And I understand and remember all these sacrifices that had to be made for me to be here, for this video to exist. And trust me, for this video, for you to be watching this, there was, you know, it may seem like, oh, you know, just this video is easy. No, this was very hard. In my opinion, it's harder to live hard, to be uncomfortable, to give up your luxuries than to live, you know, just really stable normally. It's hard. You have to make a lot of sacrifices. You have to be uncomfortable, but, you know, I get to do what I love to do. And so back to, how do you get that process started? Well, first of all, small steps, okay? Small steps. Make a list. This, to-do list. 1, 2, 3, 4. Small steps. Just knock a few out a week. Okay? Just move down your list. I don't care how big or broad what you want to do is. Just make a list. Start going down the list, knocking things off when you can. Have that list. Get yourself a pocket-sized notebook, an organizer, calendar, okay? Get your favorite pen. Have that on you at all times, as much as you can, and write in it. Write ideas, write thoughts, journal. It's good. Write down your thoughts so you don't forget them, okay? And having that on you all the time, it'll make you write more. And then because you have that, you also want to put stuff in it. So then you'll be thinking more about stuff you're passionate about, which should be happy thoughts. So something as simple as that can be a life-changing habit, a positive habit. Also, our influences. I've had many friends. I've had friends that I grew up with that I've had to essentially not let go or cut off or, you know, burn down the bridge. Just people, and it's not even because of them, but I've had to only surround myself with maybe people that are in a similar place. People who have similar goals. People that are in the same place mentally. Because everyone, I think, comes to this place, but it happens for us at different times. Sometimes it happens after breakup. Sometimes it happens just we get sick of something. Surprisingly, and unfortunately, sometimes we don't get to that place unless something uncomfortable happens. And then it's almost like we're hurt, but we're in a place where we can focus on ourselves. And that can be a great thing. They say the greatest motivation in life is the motivation of love. So for me especially, I'm motivated by love. You know, when I go through a hard time in my life, I try and take full advantage of it. Because there's a fire burning inside me right now. I am emotional, I'm passionate, I'm uncomfortable, I'm committed to doing certain things and making myself comfortable. So right now is a beautiful time for me. Even if it's hard or whatever, it's a beautiful time. And I don't want to waste 1 second of it. Because like I said, there's a fire, there's an inspiration right now. And I'm motivated by love. And that's the best time to really get stuff done. And that time, that place usually comes, like I said, from an uncomfortable place. So keep that in mind. Sometimes bad things happen to us, but in a way they can be a blessing in disguise. I'm sure you've heard that many times. So get a notebook, get a pen, positive thoughts. Think about your career and what you want to do, what you're passionate about for 21 days straight. If you do that, you'll actually change your psyche. Influence. Who are you around? Are they negative? Do they believe in what you're doing? When you talk to people about what you're doing, do they cut you off? Do they, gossip about you? They say, a lot of motivational speakers and whatnot, successful people, they say, unless you're in a conversation with someone who understands what you're passionate about, who's familiar with it, who wants to talk about it, who maybe is pursuing a similar goal, it says to only talk to them about your passions, because they understand. And it says not to talk as much about what you want to do. In fact, keep it to yourself around people that may not be familiar with it. And I think that's kind of has obvious reasons, but I think a lot of us just don't really think about that. We trust people that they're our friends, so we trust that we could tell them and they'll support us, but that's not the case. And especially in the workplace, that, in my opinion, is the worst place to talk about passions and what you want to do. So it's great to be excited about something, but, be weary of who you talk to about this, because that can have negative implications. It could, not always. But, so influence, who are you around? Are they positive? Are they negative? Are they telling you not to pursue what you're doing? Are they telling you reasons why you should worry, or you should maybe rethink things? Continuing to be around those people, I think, will continue to hold you back, or make you feel like you're making a mistake, or make you feel like you're stupid for wanting to pursue something, or take a risk. And you don't want that. It's not healthy, it's not positive. Doing those few things, those few steps, is a great thing to do. Write that list, small steps. If something on that list you don't know how to do, which there's going to be a lot of things that you don't know how to do that you're going to need done. Two things. Is it going to be more cost effective and efficient time-wise for you to learn this thing by yourself, by going on YouTube and watching a video on how to do this and practicing for a week and probably learning how to do it to some degree, to a degree enough to where you could do it? Or is it better? Is it going to save you money, time, stress, to just maybe pay someone or hire someone to do that task for you? And that's an important question, and something you're going to have to figure out. And you're going to have several places like that. Hire someone to do this, or teach yourself how to do it. And you know what? You don't need to take a class at City College or UCSB to do something or to learn something. Well, let's be clear, it's 2015. You can learn anything you want to. Everything is available to learn online. And you know what? If you are passionate and want to learn something on your own terms, you're going to learn it a lot faster, a lot better, because you're passionate about it, because you need to learn it. And that's when we really learn things, and they come easy and they come quick. So keep that in mind. Anything you don't know how to do, I don't care if it's playing guitar, learning a second language, there are resources online, YouTube especially, lynda.com. You can learn how to do anything in a week. I've been doing it. I taught myself advanced web design, animation. I taught myself coding in weeks, months. The best way to teach yourself something, in my opinion, is just by doing. Okay? It's one thing to have someone tell you how to do something, but when you actually have a need and you're passionate and you do it yourself, you'd be surprised what you're capable of. They say if we, as humans, were able to use every single muscle in our body at the same time, we could lift 21 tons. You can fact check me on that. It's true. The human body, the human mind is capable of incredible things. So, use it. Thanks for watching. Part 2 will be coming up next week. Thank you, and if, I hope you do what you're passionate about. I want to be the person that tells you that you can do it.